filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me, it doesn't scare me. Okay?
You don't
You've got a
intimidate
mask on
me.
your face like trying to hide your identity, it doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me, you can try and arrest me and everything like that.
Alright.
Welcome to Rate the Audits, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by the Auditor. Be sure to check the link below and subscribe to his channel and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor is outside a government and BBC building, calmly filming when staff rush out accusing him of trespassing, even though there's zero signage to back it up. But when the police arrive, the situation explodes. The officer doesn't come to keep the peace. She comes loaded with attitude, barking orders, throwing false claims, and proving exactly how broken modern policing has become. This one is pure ego versus the law.
There's a footpath that is public, this is not, this is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Where does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the
I
landowner?
don't want to get into an argument with you, I would just like to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property
Have you?
and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny how there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed
There's
to
no
take
law.
videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
She's completely wrong, and here's why. The staff member is confusing ownership with public access rights. Yes, a government site might technically be owned by a department or agency, but that doesn't make it private property in the legal sense. If the public can freely walk there without barriers or signs saying no public access, it's a publicly accessible area, and filming there is entirely lawful. The claim that you need permission to film is pure nonsense. There's no UK law that prevents someone from recording a government building from a place they're legally allowed to be. If they don't want people filming, they should restrict access, not make up rules on the spot.
See, I know you're filming and stuff, I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Marseilles, as you can see by my
What
badge.
station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Is this a government building?
Yep.
I pay for it, I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs. It's suspicious.
From the second this officer arrives, it's crystal clear she's not there to de-escalate. She's there to dominate. Her tone and language scream control freak, barking, "Listen to me," laughing mockingly as she says, "You're one of them bloggers," and calling Gwent mate. It's unprofessional, condescending, and instantly sets the tone for conflict. She also fails to identify herself until Gwent has to ask, something every officer is trained to do at the first opportunity. Then, instead of assessing the situation fairly, she labels Gwent suspicious, simply because he's filming a government building and asking staff for their ID. Both actions are completely lawful. Filming from a public space is protected under UK law, and asking for ID from people who represent government institutions is a legitimate act of accountability, not suspicion.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
That's lies.
He's filming, so we've asked him if he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay. What was his reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters and the abuse authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically. I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
Okay.
So we would like you removed.
Yeah,
Possibility.
yeah, of course you can. Is there
in a public place.
threatening what you said at the minute?
No, it's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why it's become argumentative, and really I'd just like him to be removed from site.
This part really shows how misinformation snowballs when people don't understand the law. The staff member tells the officer that Gwent's been argumentative and filming in private, but neither of those claims hold up. There's no restricted access, no clear signage, and no legal barrier preventing him from recording. What makes it even more bad is that Gwent had already explained why he was there. He said he was filming for the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, a legitimate government agency that investigates labour exploitation and modern slavery. The GLAA works to protect vulnerable workers and hold exploitative employers accountable, so documenting a government-connected site isn't random or suspicious. It's purposeful and in the public interest.
Why 2 vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously
so
someone's
in our
lied to you
control
then, haven't they?
system, it's grade 1, which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under
it's
what
called
law?
under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want here. You've been causing trouble. You've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you
You're
have.
lying
Okay,
now.
stop being argumentative with
Stop
me.
giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the
You
bat.
need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with you.
Fine.
This was a complete misuse of Section 35. That power is reserved for situations where someone's behaviour is likely to cause harassment, alarm, distress, or contribute to crime or disorder. Gwent was doing none of that. He was calmly filming on publicly accessible land. Recording government property from public space is lawful, protected by Article 10 of the Human Rights Act, and supported by NPCC photography guidance. Nothing about what he did gave rise to the threshold needed for a dispersal order. What the officer really did was twist the law to suit her feelings. She used Section 35 as a way to silence someone she and the staff found inconvenient. Saying, "People don't want you here," isn't a legal justification, it's an emotional one.
Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I've got him on my camera as
Yep.
well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
Well, what's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you
Be
understand
arrested?
that? I'm giving
Under
you a
what
warning
section?
for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with
Okay,
you.
can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35
for
of
it.
what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does
okay?
matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on your
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me and
Okay.
anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave now, okay?
This moment shows just how unfit this officer was to handle the situation. When Gwent calmly asks, "Section 35 of what?" she snaps back. "It doesn't matter what. This is the end of it." That isn't confidence. That's a complete disregard for accountability. Any officer using police powers must state the law they're acting under. It's basic procedure. Refusing to do so proves she wasn't acting on lawful grounds at all. She was winging it. Then she somehow makes it worse by accusing Gwent of trying to intimidate her because he's wearing a mask. That's absurd. Masks are entirely legal, and his was clearly for privacy, not threat. To twist that into intimidation shows she wasn't assessing facts. She was reacting emotionally yet again.
And if I catch you on this premises again, okay, it's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
Well, it's not government
That was the
property, is
issue.
it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
that bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
However,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word with it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well, I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I
I
appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
No problem.
which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's
just
fine.
not
If
film
your
from
colleague
here,
had
all
asked
right?
as politely as you are
That's
right
what I
now.
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting
I'm
stupid.
not
So
interested in either side now, as long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
yeah, it's fine.
You happy with that? Lovely.
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. Thank you for
But
that.
what I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that? Sorry,
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act.
I'll
Yeah.
read it out for
Yeah,
you.
that's
If that
fine.
makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that.
It's antisocial behaviour crime and policing act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the.
Mate, listen, I don't
defined
care
in the
about
measure.
the Home
Well, you
Office
should care. You should care.
No, I should-
Yes,
no,
you
'cause
should
you're just
care.
going on-
I
it's
think you need to get
completely
retrained. You do. I'm going to
No,
make a
I
complaint.
think that
Yes,
you
I
need
am.
to move
I'm
away
making a.
from the area.
No, I'm making a complaint about you.
When-
Professional
that's
standards.
okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional
Okay.
standards complaint about you. Think, yep, here we go. They'll have that
You
as
got my
well.
details?
Yep, yeah, thank you.
Alright, we're done then. See you
Okay,
later.
bye bye.
This part is the nail in the coffin for that officer's attitude. While Gwent calmly tries to explain himself, even referencing a Home Office document, she cuts him off mid-sentence with, "Mate, I don't care about it." It's pure arrogance. She's dismissing official guidance from the very department that governs her powers. Talking over him, mocking him, and refusing to even listen shows how little respect she has for the public. When Gwent tells her he's going to file a complaint with professional standards, it's the only logical move left, but sadly, as he later confirmed in his comment, it went nowhere. He received nothing but an automated response from Nottinghamshire Police, and no follow-up. That says everything. The system meant to hold officers accountable often just shields them instead. When a cop can behave like this, ignore policy, mock a citizen, and still walk away untouched, it's not just a failure of one officer, it's a failure of the system that protects her. From the very start, that officer treated Gwent not as a citizen with rights, but as a problem to be controlled. Her tone, her arrogance, and her refusal to even listen made a lawful, calm interaction spiral into chaos entirely of her own making. The real irony here is that Gwent remained calm, factual, and polite throughout. He knew the legislation, the limits of police power, and that clearly frustrated her. The more reasonable he became, the more unreasonable she acted. When her colleague stepped in, we instantly saw how the situation could have gone if she had even a shred of emotional control or respect for the public she's meant to serve. It showed how thin the line can be between good policing and outright abuse of authority. And honestly, if she carried that same attitude into any other job, she'd be sacked on the spot. Imagine a doctor talking to a patient that way, or a teacher speaking to a parent with that tone. It wouldn't fly. Yet somehow, in policing, behaviour like this gets shrugged off with an automated response and no accountability. That's the problem in a nutshell. Until officers like her face real consequences for disrespecting the people they serve, these encounters will keep happening, and auditors like Gwent will keep being the only ones holding them to account. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Also, don't forget to check out the Gwent Auditor. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some love. Thanks for watching. This was Rate the Audits, and I'll see you in the next one.